about here. And then all right, let's see. They're live now, so. Alright, so we're golden. So hopefully people will start showing up. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that to rest. And then I'm going to finish the rest of my breakfast. Let's see here. Chat. Okay. No problem. Let me just... right back there. Right, so it's working there. So now we just have to wait for people. that's neat. Crown of Thorns. Silicone bracelet. Oh! Hello, little Linda. I was eating the other. I don't know if I should call you Linda or Mom or whatever. But I guess we're all family here. I was just eating a big bagel from Jack. It's only 89 cents each for one of these. It's a Crown of Thorns silicone bracelet, which looks pretty interesting. If you must know, it takes about at least, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes for people to come on. So if you're wondering why there's no one else here, that's probably why, you know. But yeah, I'm just waiting here. That's all. Already saw that. Hang on, I might actually do. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay. Just throw this. I guess I'll dispose of this plate. So at least we know it works. And that's a good thing. Because that's what I wanted from here. I think with this one, I don't know if more people needed to know about it beforehand, but only one person was able to get on. Maybe there'll be others soon. I'll stay in here for, I don't know, maybe another 15, 20 minutes just to see who else comes on. And if, I don't know, at least 3, if we get at least 3 people on here, I'll make it for longer. I don't know, we'll see. But I'll just wait here and continue to flip through this magazine. A bunch of rosaries. There's communion stuff. Ties. No one on there yet except for you. Maybe I ought to give people the link to it. I don't know, maybe, let's see. Okay, let's see here. So I guess... No, I don't think... Well, you know, it took like, I don't know, weeks and weeks and weeks just to get these things up. What am I doing here? Trying to... No, I'm not gonna try. It'll like conflict with the thing. I'll just leave that as is. I was trying to send other people the link, but they'll get the message, I'm sure. We'll see. Anyway. Water. Where did I put it? There it is. Oh, there's none in there. Well, hang on, man. I guess I'll... Alright, is there any... No. It's just her that's there. Okay. Well, I'll get some more water. Well, yeah, I'll stay on here for at least 15 more minutes, and if people come, then I'll keep going. If not, then I'll just let them know. You know, I'll just end it here and then let them know. So, I'll do 30 minutes, and then if nobody else comes, then I guess I'll end it. I think the issue is that many people don't seem to be getting the notification for this thing. I don't know at all how YouTube works, anything of that sort. But for those who want to, I mean, if you're going to let other people know, Mom, or Linda, I don't know what you want me to call you. If Mom's fine, I don't know. But if you're going to let other people know, just tell them to check the channel right at around noon or so, or 12, whenever I intend to do this library tour. And they should see it and then be able to click on and, we'll be fine. I don't know, it's just... But at least we got you on, which means we can potentially get others on. I heard that Logan was actually said to stop by here, but we'll see how that turns out. He might come in the next, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, we'll see. But, who knows? What's up in there? Something. No. Okay, it's still her, so... What are you doing? Huh? There's two people? What am I doing? What the hell? Hang on. I'll be back. Ugh. What are you saying? I was alerted that there was a second person watching. I can't see on my end how many people are watching this, but I assume there are other people. So if you are, in fact, watching, do let me know who you are so I could, I don't know, so we could chat or something. But yeah, so far, not many people are on, but it's working pretty well, I'd say. There's a whole bunch of kids stuff. This. Oh, hello, Sequoia! How are you doing? Nice to see you here. I'm doing very well, indeed. Very nice that you could show up to this stream here. Yeah, I had difficulty initially with the library tour because apparently what you have to do is you have to make it public manually from a laptop computer, and then hopefully something will happen there. I have other people on this stream. Guys, if you don't know who Sequoia is, he's somebody who I consider to be a pretty good booktuber. He actually sent me some stuff recently. I haven't posted that video yet, but in the next library tour stream, we're going to play a game. We're going to see, you're going to decide which ones, or not see, guess which ones he got me. But yeah, wonderful. I'm so glad that you were able to get on, Sequoia. That means I'll go for at least another, I don't know, 30 minutes, we'll see, now that we got more people on. But yeah, wonderful. Just sitting here, looking through a Catholic magazine, and just, waiting. If you must know, this isn't the library tour just yet. This is just a test, just to see if this thing works. And it looks like it does, which is wonderful. Okay. So think I think there are other people said to come on, but yeah, this is very wonderful. Uh, yeah, it. I'm not too sure in that regard. It depends, I suppose, on how long you've been in the region or whatever. But yeah, some days it'll sound like really strong, and then there are others where you encounter other people, it gets really strong. So I don't know. It fluctuates, shall we say? But yeah, this is very nice indeed that we were able to get people on. So we're said to have at least one other person to be on here. So we'll have to see if they do make it. I know he is in Canada, so his, I suppose, schedule is a bit different from the United States, so he might be a bit later. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, probably. Yes, this is a new watch. Right here. I don't know how well you can see it, but my brother actually got this for me for Christmas. Every time. Uh, Hello there, Joe or Brandon, whatever. I can't necessarily put on music right now because I'm using my phone for the streaming thing. The streaming, because I can't. Once it's doing one thing, it can't do another, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But, I don't know. I guess I could, like, let's see. We'll put on some type of music for now. Why not? At least until this thing dies. Alright then. There we go. Some DSI waiting music. Or shop music. Oh yeah, this is going better than I expected, actually. Let me just turn this down a bit. Much better, actually. I thought I wasn't going to get any people at all. But we'll see, I guess. Well, I guess I should probably, I mean, I don't know what to do for the rest of this. There's only 3 people on here, so... Oh, I was talking about my watch. I'm sorry about that. This watch here, don't know if you can see, but this is a new one that I got from my brother for Christmas. Every time he gets me one for either my birthday or for Christmas, I usually retire the previous one and wear this for however long. This one here is my first digital. Well, not first. I had a Casio many years ago, but I've since misplaced it. It's somewhere in this room. But this here is very nice. It's illuminated. So when I'm out on my walks in the evenings, I can see just what time it is, which is very nice. And it's got a whole bunch of other features on there that I've not figured out yet. But yeah, that's about it, really. So I guess, I don't know, whatever you guys want to know about me or whatever, go ahead and feel free to ask. If you want to ask about my library, you can see some of it back there. Go ahead and fire away. I do have a pile of books here that I do intend to read here in the near future. I want to get to sometime. But yeah, ask away. Favorite book? Let's see. I haven't read it in years. Oh my god. But the last time I checked, it was Animal Farm by George Orwell. That's a brilliant satire. If you've read it, it's wonderful. But also, it's probably a toss-up between that and Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World. But I don't know. Oh, this thing's almost dead. Not the phone, but the other thing. The music modulator, whatever it is. The external device on which I'm playing music. But yeah, I guess... Oh, come on. The book I have the most copies of is probably... for a long time, I used to collect multiple copies of books of the same variety because my school's library had offered them for free, and I had this grand illusion that I was going to actually... No, I haven't read High Wind in Jamaica. I'm not entirely sure. Who is that by? Who wrote it? I haven't read it, but as I said, I might have to look it up because Richard Hughes. No, I don't believe I've read anything by him. But I guess let me make a note of that just to see. Alright. High Wind. High Wind? Yeah. By Richard Hughes. Oh, sure. Huh, interesting. That might deserve some looking into. Alright. I'll try and see if I can either find a copy of that or get it from the library somehow. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, thank you very much. I just had somebody provide me with a more I suppose long-lasting music modulator. But yeah, no, I haven't read that book yet, but it will be soon if I can find a copy. But I guess I can show people what I do intend to read. Right now, I'm going to engage in a buddy read, which if you don't know, let's see if I can just turn that down a little bit. Is this the right thing? Yeah. If you don't know what a buddy read is, it's basically a book club, the YouTube equivalent of a book club, which is basically where you read a book and you update people on your progress through a video, and you just talk about it. That book that I'm going to be reading with this person is the first Foundation novel by Isaac Asimov. That will be read here pretty soon, probably this coming week I'll start on that. It sounds pretty interesting. It sounds basically like Star Wars before Star Wars. It may even be similar to Dune. So that might be interesting. Another book I plan to read, I was originally going to read this before Foundation, but I found that this was quite a bit shorter than the other one. But you see, a Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. This is said to be one of the great books. I neglected to read this when I got it, but the reason why this was brought to my attention was through we went to the bank one day. I think it was Boxing Day that we went to the bank, and just to get things in order. You don't need to know about it. But our clerk was Australian, and I don't know why I mentioned that. Just he was, and he had the topic of myself being a writer, because if you've seen some of my videos, I am a writer, had come up, and basically he asked me if I had read Catch-22, and I said no, I've not yet, and he said it's one of the great books, so I'll have a go at that here pretty soon, and then after that I might try something light, maybe Michael Crichton, Congo. This is a favorite of one of these people that I have on here. Not I have on here, but who is on here. But yeah, we'll give that a read maybe. And then another war novel, All Quiet on the Western Front. I was not assigned to read this in school, so I figured I may as well give it a go. Have a crack at it, why not? And then this might not be for a very long time, but it might be soon, I don't know. I decided maybe to read Walden by Henry David Thoreau, because just to get an idea of what life in the wilderness is like, considering that I do intend one day to write a book in which a significant portion takes place in the wilderness, and I wanted to get, I suppose, his perspective on it. But that's so far what I have planned for reading. That may change here in the next few weeks, but I don't know. So yeah, anything else you want to ask people? Okay. It's a very interesting process indeed. If anything, if I can... Usually, I go through this library. It's immense, as you will see from this next stream I plan to do. I go through this library, and I just see what looks interesting, but also I do partake quite a bit in BookTube. Although I am a smaller channel, I do still watch my fair share of videos. But basically, they bring up in those videos, they bring up quite a lot of interesting titles. Like, for instance, Sequoia7, who's on here, talked about Charles Portis, of which I only have one book by him. It's somewhere over there. That's True Grit. I've been meaning to read that, and I'll probably read that here soon. But, you know, stuff like that. And I've also heard about other people, like Neville Shute, through there. So, and sometimes I do go on to different lists of, like, you know, important books to read, or not too well-known books or whatever. I read all kinds of things. I'm omnivorous. That's what type of reader I am, I suppose. But yeah, that's how I decide. Or just whatever looks interesting, really. Or if I am particularly busy with any household tasks, or just in general, if it's a busy week, I just look through and see what's the shortest book in my library and read that. And I can usually get something done in a couple of hours, if it's 100 pages or so. Okay, I'll go until 1. Right now it's 12:41, so I suppose I'll just wait here and see if either more people come on, or if there are other questions that will be asked. I always wanted to do YouTube from a very early age, from when I was about, I don't know, maybe 10 or so, but never really had the capabilities of being able to do it. Early on, I would basically have a camera and film just all kinds of videos. But I guess... Oh, hello there, Sandra. Yes, it has been a success. Very much so. And I'm very happy with it. But anyway, yeah, I would get a camera and just film all kinds of videos. And I never really knew that you had to have an email account. Yes, indeed. In order to put videos up on here. So basically, I would just save them all onto my laptop, not this one, but my laptop computer's hard drive. And that would basically be my YouTube channel. But then someday down the road, I think it was in 2013 or 14, one of those, that laptop ended up getting destroyed, or the hard drive died. One of those happened. And I had to throw it away, and all those videos were lost. And at one point, I did work with somebody, one of my friends, who did have a YouTube channel, and I featured in some of those. But those videos are no longer existing because some reason or other. And then, I didn't really think about it for years and years and years. When all of a sudden, I was just, I don't know, fussing about with my phone, and I noticed, on the YouTube app, it gave you the option to upload. And so I said, why not? I'll have a go at it. And so I did. And pretty much the rest is history. And yeah. And if, for those who've just come on, this is not the library tour. I'm yet actually to do that. Now that I know that people can get onto this, I will most likely have a date for it. I don't know when. It will most likely be near the end of the month, but I will update you all as to when that will happen. But that's wonderful. We got at least 4 or 5 people on here. Very. So, yeah, I'll go for 15 more minutes. So if there's any questions or whatever that any of you want answered, then I'll answer them. Yeah. Oh, I did? What was Sequoia's question? Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, Sequoia. The best book I read last year. Uh, oh, that's a good question indeed. I'm trying to recall all I've read last year. Um, hmm. It would probably have to be Green Mansions by W.H. Hudson. Uh, it was actually a pleasant surprise, that book. If you've never read it, I have a review of it. You can look back on the channel. It's from about 8 months back. Not many people read that book nowadays, and it's a shame, because I think it's a perfectly engaging story. Um, it's an interesting sort of a almost romance, really, but there's that, and then let's see what else. Probably also A Grief Observed by C.S. Lewis. That was a very comforting, especially given that I've just lost my father not too long ago, and yeah, that book was just what I needed to pick me up, and I've pretty much been fairly fairly at ease ever since. But yes, to answer your question, I'm very sorry, Sequoia, that I haven't. It's just that I don't know what's going on with this thing. I can read the chat, I think. Yeah. Sorry about that, Sequoia. It's just that I don't do this particularly often, so I kind of forget how this thing works. So forgive me if I was a bit slow, but that was your question. Oh, thank you. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else I read last year that was particularly earth-shaking. Hmm. Hmm. Probably the Salterton Trilogy by Roberts and Davies. That was a very good series. Or no, wait a second. I didn't read the whole of the series that year. I read the first two volumes the year before last, and then I read the final one last year. So probably A Mixture of Frailties. That's the final volume by Roberts and Davies. A very good book indeed. A lot about the theater in that one. Um, it depends really. Usually in this chair here, um, I can, sit down and read. Usually, if I put my feet up, I could do that there. But I find it very difficult to sit down and read if there's a lot of people in the house. Uh, so I try to do most of my reading uh, in the early hours of the morning before people rise. And then also, this chair, but where else can I read? If I'm like staying at somebody else's house for however X amount of days, um, I usually get quite a lot of reading done. So if I'm on the go, uh, I can read rather well, and that's a preferred place to read. But usually I just like sitting in this chair with my feet up on the bed, and yeah, that's where I do most of my reading. And it's not perfect by any means, but it works for me. I'm really surprised that these other people who I expected to come on have not yet. I guess they're busy or something, or as Sequoia said, they're probably shy. But this is. I'm just so it may not seem like it, but I'm happy I got this to work, which means that hopefully if we let people know in time, or ahead of time, far enough ahead of time to where they know when to tune in, that plenty more people will see the library tour once it does get live. Yeah, it will probably be soon. Sooner than you'd think. Most likely within the next... Hopefully by the end of the month. We'll see. I will update you all of you, as to when it's going to take place. But there's a lot here. You can see, as I said, those 3 shelves there. There's probably about 100 books each. And those are like... Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one long one there. So 5 shelves. There's probably about, I don't know, 400 or 500 books there. I don't know. But it's a very expansive library. Perhaps, I don't know. Although, with all the problems that I've been experiencing with this whole life thing, I can't find myself doing it extraordinarily often because so many people were going to try to make it to the tour when it was originally scheduled to take place, but it just didn't work out. I'm not sure if I'm ready to deal with that type of situation again. I might just do the library tour and then not do any more streaming for a while because it's just too difficult for me. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. Potentially. Oh, hello there, Mare. Wonderful that you got on. This is, if you must know, I have to say this to everyone who comes on, but this is just a test to see if I'm able to do the streaming at all. This isn't the library tour. That is still to be announced. But so far, I've gotten at least 5 or 6 people on here, and that's great. I've had some very interesting questions so far, and we've just basically had a good old-fashioned confab, really. Yeah, I'm really satisfied with it. As I said, I keep bringing this up, but apparently what you had to do was you had to activate it from here, from the laptop itself. Ah, hello there, Gilbert. Wonderful that you could come on. This is just a test, just to see if the thing actually works. But yes, I just had to activate it from here, make it public from here, and it seems to be working just fine. And yeah, indeed, I am just elated. You know what? I think I'll go for at least until 1:30 or 1:30. Uh, no, none of the. If you must know, I have a particular style of how I do my videos. Uh, Instead of showing my face, I'm not quite ready to do that yet. What I do is if I can get an interesting looking one here. What I do is I basically get book covers and, have a close-up there. This is this is Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. And, have a close-up there just to make things a bit more interesting. But yeah, none of the drawings that I show are not by me. Yeah, and like I said, I'll probably use this as a thing soon. But yeah, I just get interesting looking book covers, and they seem to work quite well. If you must know, this is the one I used in the last one, Brat Farrar by Josephine Tay, a very good mystery novel. Yeah, I don't mean for them to look like me. It's just, or actually, I don't know, maybe just a little. But yeah, that's what I do. I figured no one else has done it before, so that may as well be my thing, I suppose. Oh, that one is a message to Logan. That's either uh, Adventures in the Skin Trade by Dylan Thomas, or uh, let's see, or Aerosmith by Sinclair Lewis. But yeah, whichever ones look interesting, yeah. Uh, if you do see me in person, which I'm not sure if many of you. I mean, most of these people who are, if you must know, most of these people who are chatting with me are my family. But if you do see me in person, I do look more French. But yeah, that's basically that. Yeah, this is going better than expected, actually. Turn that, screw that on right. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Uh, Originally, only that shelf right there was there, and we put up those two right there. If you can see them, I think you can see them. Were originally on either side of that, but we had since taken them down in order to put a bookcase right there. But let's see. To be honest, I don't see that you have a pony that looks like that, because the one that you have is, from what I gather, just a regular horse, whereas that one, I don't know, it seems to fit you well, let's just say. It matches your personality, your profile picture. But, basically, yeah, I put those two shelves up, to have more space there. That one was from Craigslist, and then not every book I read. If Hello there, Terry. Yes, indeed. But not every book I read. There are some cases where, uh, not even, I don't know, a day or two after I've read them, I just get rid of them because either I've read them, I've enjoyed them, but I can't see myself keeping them, or just they just happen to be just so awful that I cannot bear to have them in my possession any longer. A great example of that is Gustave Flaubert's November. I have a review of that. It's from about a year ago. That book was atrocious. So tedious. So awful. I just, I just got rid of it as soon as I finished reviewing, and never referred to the thing again. But yeah, I don't keep every book that I read. Although there are quite a few here that you'd be surprised how many of these books I have actually read. It's not very many. But anyway, but yeah, those shelves were put up there. That one's from Craigslist. And this here, this long one, is basically... yeah, I myself, I like hosting live chats because I think they're very, very fun, very enjoyable. I'd like to, I love answering questions. I love just hanging out with people and, having a good confab. But I myself don't like participating in them so much because I kind of want to be there from the start. And if I, pop in at the middle, I seem to feel like I've missed something. So, no, I don't very much like participating in live chats, but I love hosting them. The only ones I really do, that is something that I do not have. I do not have an encyclopedia set. I might have to get one soon, but it might not be for some time, actually. Alright, I guess, let's see. I'll go for until 1:15. How about that? We'll make it a solid hour. But no, I haven't gotten an encyclopedia set at all. Maybe soon, one day. But this long shelf here was actually a piece of board that we had to cut about an inch off of from Lowe's hardware, or not hardware, but is it hardware? Supply shop, something. And then we just put it up with brackets there, and that's what we made there. But yes, so far these shelves are pretty sturdy. They've been up for about oh god, what is it? 3 weeks now, and yeah, they seem to be holding up pretty well. I do have two more that are actually, you can't see them, but they're right in front of me. And then there's another one there, thereabouts. And then I have this big old bookcase here on which I'm standing this camera. So there's that. But yeah, as I said, pretty soon at 1:15 I'm going to close this stream. But if there's anything else anybody wants to know, then I will most certainly inform them. Or if you just want to chat, that's fine. You know. Science is not my strongest subject, so I couldn't tell you offhand. But oh, what's going on here? I couldn't tell you offhand, but yeah, I'm not really too sure. I couldn't say that. The weight of an atom, no. But anyway, yeah, I guess. Or actually, let me look that up. Why not? I'll go ahead and look it up for you, I guess. Not sure if you want to know that or if you. Weight of an atom. It's in that lower shelf, seventh from the left. Seventh from the left. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see here. To left. All right, let's see. Nice. So thank you. Uh, hmm. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. Now we're just talking about atoms. Okay. Uh, sure. If you're talking about which book is seventh from the left here, let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. The book that's the seventh from the left is Kabluna by Gontran de Pensines, which is a very good uh, nonfiction work about this explorer who goes to uh, the Canadian tundra to live with the Eskimos. It's a very engaging nonfiction book written in the 1860s, and it's written almost like a novel. I very much recommend that book. But yes, these are holding up pretty well, but I'm not too sure really. I don't know if you want to know that question for your own personal gain, or if you want to test my intelligence. Ah, okay. I don't. I'm not too sure what's going on at all. But anyway, oh, hello, Logan. Wonderful that you could come on. Uh, Wonderful indeed. This was indeed a rather wonderful success. All right, that's perfectly fine. I was actually going to end this here pretty soon, at around a quarter past one, and but yeah, if you can't watch too much, then that's fine. It's a good thing, but it's a good thing that you can get on. I got at least, I don't know, 8 or 9 people on here, so we're ready to go for the library tour. Answer. Okay, okay, fine. I'll get you that answer. What was this? Total weight. Approximately one amu. Uh, However, let's see, which is basically what? Hang on a minute. What the? I've not seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, although I do have it purchased on YouTube, so I might give it a watch sometime. I actually also have the book upon which that film is based by Arthur C. Clarke. You'll see it in the library tour once that gets up and ready. The total weight of an atom is called the atomic weight. It is approximately equal to the number of protons and neutrons with a little extra added by the electrons. The stability of the nucleus and hence the atom's radioactivity is heavily dependent upon the number of neutrons it contains. I'm not sure what all the 94 protons. Okay, whatever. I don't know. If you're wondering why I'm reading all this information about atoms, Logan, it's just that the fellow named Gilbert on this stream here asked the question, and everybody is here talking about science, and it's very unusual indeed. But yeah. All right, in about five minutes, I'm going to shut this thing off. So if any of you have any last minute questions, oh, what did I do there? Is it still going? Okay, it's still going. It's still going. Good, 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 good. I don't know what happened there. But if any of you have any last minute questions, do let me know because I'm going to end this here in about 5 minutes. Yeah, one day I will see that. I will see 2001 one of these days, once I have the time. But yes, everything is looking quite good here. Um, I'm actually, as I said, I'm very satisfied with how this turned out. But yes, I will one day see 2001. Yes, thank you very much for participating. I don't know if I should call you Mare or Aunt Mary, because after all, as I said, most of these people are family. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, hello there. How are you doing? Ah, I see. Coming all the way from Montana. Goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I was just testing this to see if it worked, because I'm sure you've heard about the whole library tour disaster, how I just couldn't get it to work and such. All right, we'll see you around, Sandra. Have a good day, and I will inform you as to when this tour is on. Yes, I will. I did make a video about the about myself wanting to read Foundation. I have my copy here. Um, I'll post it after this, but I will start reading Foundation this week. And considering that it's a shorter book, I should be able to finish it here within about 3 or 4 days. But yes, we'll see you around, Logan. Okay, let's see. Not sure if anybody else is still watching or not, except for Marion, but we'll see. All right, we'll see you, Aunt Terry. Have a good rest of your day. Indeed. But yes, I'm just so happy that this was able to work. I don't know why I did not know. Okay, I'll ask her about that when next I do speak with her about the Hall of Pages. Okay. Hall of Pages. Might have to actually write that down. Let's see, is there any... Where's the post-its on here? Oh, right here. I'm going to add another one. Ask. Ask. Oh! Really? Now, is it a bookshop, or is it just some place where you store books, or what is it? Ah, that's interesting. Very. Yes, indeed, I will ask her about that. Hello there, Gilbert. Yeah. I think I'm gonna wind this stream down, as I said. In fact, hang on just a second. I'll be right back. I just saw your message there, Marian. Yes, I'm very anxious to see a tour of that place. The page of Hall of Pages. That could be interesting, indeed. All right. It's about 17 after 1. I think I'm going to put this stream to bed. This was very successful indeed. I hope you've all enjoyed watching me ramble for about an hour and 14 minutes. And I'm just glad I was able to get on and that we were able to have some people get on as well, which makes me all the more of any book. Okay, let's see, any book. Any book? Alright, well, I got my eyes shut so I can't see which book I'm picking. Alright, let's see. I'm going to read just a bit of Is He Popenjoy by Anthony Trollope. So let's see how that goes. I guess I want to see how I sound. Chapter 1. Introductory, number 1. Let's see. I would that it were possible so to tell a story that a reader should beforehand know every detail of it up to a certain point, or be so circumstanced that he might be supposed to know. In telling the little novelettes of our life, we commence our narrations with the presumption that these details are borne in mind, and though they be all forgotten, the stories come out intelligible at last. You remember Mary Walker? Oh yes, you do. That pretty girl, but such a queer temper. And how she was engaged to marry Harry Jones, and said she wouldn't at the church door, till her father threatened her with bread and water. And how they have been living ever since as happy as two turtle doves down in Devonshire, till that scoundrel Lieutenant Smith went to Bideford. Smith had been found dead at the bottom of a saw pit. Nobody's sorry for him. She's in a madhouse at Exeter. And Jones has disappeared, and couldn't have had more than 30 shillings in his pocket. This is quite as much as anybody ought to want to know previous to the unravelling of the tragedy of the Joneses. Yes, I can read just fine. It's just that for some reason, Trollope, he's got even more, like, I don't know, his syntax is a bit unusual. I mean, I'd say that Charles Dickens, might be better than Trollope. I don't know. Just these first few sentences were much clunkier and awkward than I've been anticipating. But yeah, any book, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. And I had a very wonderful time speaking with all of you. And this just, as I said, makes me very excited to do this library tour. Now that I actually know how the bloody thing works, I really should have known in the first place. Um, let's see. Do I? I don't. You know what? I do actually. I have. You'll see this in the uh, in the tour, but I have a copy of Animal Farm by George Orwell in French. The story behind that. Oh yes, we'll see you later, Marion. The story behind that is that originally, at the time, I was actually in French class, but I had bought the book, so after a year or so of French, I'd be able to read the thing in French. But I didn't end up liking the class very well, and actually ended up not taking a second year, and so I just have that copy there. um, you know, just to as a collectible, I guess. I might try and read it. I pretty much know that book word for word, so it probably won't take me too much time to figure out what in the world they're talking about. But yeah. Yeah, as I said, I'm just so glad that this was able to work. I think this is indeed a success. Might have, I don't know. Uh, but this was indeed a success. And I just hope that if any of you, were able to get on, then, you most likely will be able to with this library tour. And I will give you all dates as to when that will happen. So uh, I think I'll end it now. And I hope you've all enjoyed it very much. I most certainly enjoyed having you all here. And I suppose we'll see you next time. And if you don't get the notification, wonderful, and you'll most likely have all of them answered, or at least most of them answered, in this next one coming up. But if you don't get the notification immediately, just check the channel, and you'll most likely see it, because I didn't really see anyone else here other than Logan, who got the notification. But if you don't get it, just check the channel just to see if I'm on there. I most likely will be. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope you all enjoyed this tour, not tour, but this chat, this little test. It was a very successful test. I'm very glad I got to do it. And that's pretty much it. We'll see you soon.